Damac 房地产开发有限公司成立于2002年，在迪拜和中东地区提供私人住宅、休闲和商业楼盘。至今 ，Damac 已迅速扩展业务至北非、约旦、黎巴嫩、卡塔尔和沙特阿拉伯。Damac 房地产公司作为中东地区其中一个最大的高档楼盘开发商，它提供了无与伦比的居住体验。以下是Damac房地产公司行政总监扎伊德先生与我们探讨他们最新的项目，并提供给中国投资者在迪拜投资的黄金机会。
Good morning, I'm Ricky Wong. Welcome to today's Dubai VIP room. Today it's our pleasure to have Mr. Ziad from Denmark. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We see skyscrapers launching and finishing and the luxurious properties opening basically every month in Dubai. So among all those property developers, what makes Denmark stand out?
Thanks for this question. The real estate industry started in Dubai to be able to be sold to foreigners on freehold basis in 2002. And we were actually one of the first companies to start developing freehold projects in Dubai in 2002. So till date, we have 14 years of experience. We were among the pioneers in starting off in the freehold real estate development in Dubai. And after 14 years, when you look at the company, you see that today the company is a publicly listed company. It is listed on the Dubai financial market. It has a market value of $4 billion, annual profits of an excess of $1 billion. We have handed over 16,000 units. In all of these 16,000 units, the owners are still selecting us to manage their building every single year, which is a very big proof of financial and quality stability. And at the same time, we've taken a direction of developing luxury projects in categories where the competition is hard to enter, and at the same time where usually the returns are higher than investments in different projects.
Okay. And how do you define the luxury part that rooted in Damac?
To ensure that we are delivering and developing luxury with higher returns to our investors, we've actually specialized in 3 categories. The first category was co-branded luxury, which is you bring big brands like Versace, like Fendi, like Bugatti, like Paramount, like the Trump organization, and you co-brand projects with them and you present the limited edition of real estate to the market. A second category was golf communities. Golf communities, as proven by many studies, always produce a higher return on investment than investment outside golf communities. And we also have been the biggest company developing golf resorts after 2008. We have the first one called Akoya and the second one called Akoya Oxygen. So people investing in those golf communities, they're going to see an international golf course designed and operated by the Trump organization and the designers who collaborated with them, like Tiger Woods and Gil Hanse. And you're going to see a living condition which is always nicer, more premium, higher image, better air quality, less pollution. The third category that we have developed, which is of great interest to investors from China, is the managed real estate. 60 to 70% of all investors in Dubai, they are not residents of Dubai. So when they invest here, they want a company to manage their investment and send them the rental returns every month, every quarter, or every year. And we've done this through the launch of managed real estate through our hospitality brand called Damac Maison. So today, you come and buy from us a hotel apartment. Once this unit is delivered, you put it to be managed under the hospitality sector, and we send you the revenue, the returns on the revenue every month.
So as you said, we see Denmark's growth after 2008, the financial crisis, as well as the recovery of Dubai's economy. So what are the most successful projects after 2008? And what's the reason you think it leads to your success after 2008?
After 2008, we focused on launching branded luxury. So when you have a very small number of units co-branded with Versace and Fendi, definitely those will have a higher demand, because people will know low supply usually means higher returns. And also you get the exclusivity of that brand, like Fendi from the Louis Vuitton group, or Versace, or Bugatti. The second category was golf communities. We've launched 2 golf communities after 2008 because we've seen studies showing that the returns for the investors when buying in a golf community are at least 20% higher than buying outside a golf community. So we went to develop 2 golf communities, Akoya and Akoya Oxygen, both operated and managed by the Trump Organization. The third category was we've launched more and more projects under the managed real estate, which is hotel apartments and hotel rooms, to cater to most of the non-resident investors in Dubai.
So in 2013, Damac launches your first master development, Akoya. If I may say this way, it's a milestone switches Damac from the individual projects to the master development. So what's Akoya like? Could you please explain a little bit about Akoya to us?
Of course. This was the first master development in which we've chose to develop as a golf community. Also coming back to the main idea that return in golf communities is higher, which proves that the demand is higher. So we started by looking for a land in actually 2011, and in 2013 we launched Akoya with an 18 holes golf club, a 9 holes academy course, a very big park for the usage of all the people living in Akoya. And it was the first time you would see a master community with a lot of brands in the community. You have the golf designed by Gil Hans, managed and operated by the Trump Organization. You had villas designed by Ivanka Trump, also under the management of the Trump Organization. You had villas by Fendi. You had, for the first time in Dubai, hotel villas. So rather than hotel room, hotel villas, branded with the big movie studio, Paramount Studios, branded by Paramount. We launched for the first time apartments directly on the golf course. You would have beautiful views from those apartments over the golf course. And at the same time, we have launched in the community full community services. So you would have your supermarkets, your coffee shops, your pharmacy, your gym, your nail spa, all of these.
So now Denmark, you have projects going on and the projects coming up soon. How do you think it matches and coordinates with His Highest Sheikh Mohammed's vision for Dubai?
Well, everything that has been done in the real estate industry and outside the real estate industry has been through the vision of His Highness. And actually, for companies like us, it's a blessing to be in a city or in a country where you have continuous investment in infrastructure, continuous investment in tourism, continuous investment in convincing more and more people to visit Dubai and the UAE through putting safety standards, investor protection, entertainment venues, shopping venues, cultural venues, education venues, and healthcare venues. So everything ties up with this great vision for this emirate and for this country that we actually, all of us as companies, benefit from, and we try as much as possible to match the expectations of His Highness, which continuously, as you know, they expand.
So recently there are a lot of speculations and the Federal Reserve will increase the interest rate. So how do you think it will affect Dubai's market and Denmark in particular?
It's very hard to answer this question in perspective, also in even 10 minutes. But today, the market in Dubai is still presenting a very high return for a city with the safety and the infrastructure of Dubai. Today, average rental yields in Dubai are close to 7.5%, higher than any city with comparable infrastructure. And I'm not saying higher by 20%. It is higher by 300% and 200% and 250%. At the same time, you are in a market that has zero taxation, zero tax on income, zero corporate tax, zero tax on capital gains, zero tax on inheritance, zero tax on your income for no matter how many days you stay in the emirate or in the country, which, as you know, in many other areas, if you stay more than 6 months, you're considered a resident and you are taxed as a resident. So with all of these positive factors in the real estate market in Dubai, I don't see a lot of effects that could affect it negatively.
Damac has a great interest in the Chinese market, and we were saying that you're having the partnership with YWJ.com and QFund.com, and you're also opening offices in Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen. So what is the strategic significance for you to enter the Chinese market, and what are you expecting from your partners?
Well, I'm sure you've heard 2 weeks ago now you can enter to Dubai from China without a visa if you are a Chinese national. So you have now visa on arrival. This shows how important is the Chinese visitor and the Chinese tourist and the Chinese investor in Dubai. And I'm sure you know that Dubai is also part of the One Belt, One Road, which makes it a very strategic area to have this development between China and the UAE. And we were able to start actually a year and a half ago by presenting the attractions of Dubai to the Chinese investor. And I still remember the first event we've done it in Beijing. We actually had more than 3,000 people attending just to listen about what is it in Dubai, what do you have in Dubai. I'm sure you know you call it Dubai, not Dubai.
Yeah.
And people were very much interested to come and visit the emirate. And last year, I think we had something like 350,000 people visiting from China, which is increasing at a very fast pace because the Chinese tourist and visitor and investor, they look at this area. First of all, you see it safe, secure. They see it as you have a lot of attractions, entertainment, shopping, cultural, even if they want to come here for healthcare purposes, you have some of the best hospitals in the world that have opened here. Even if they want to send their children for education, you have some of the best schools and universities in Dubai. And it's a highly cosmopolitan city, so you have more than 100 nationalities. So you feel like you're part of the globe, you feel part of this global city. And at the same time, you're making a return which is much higher than most of the other cities that usually overseas Chinese investors use, like Sydney, like Melbourne, like London, like these places. We can always generate a much higher return in Dubai. Connectivity to Dubai is very much developed between many Chinese cities. I think eight Chinese major cities today, tier 1 cities to Dubai. You have links through Emirates Airlines and the Chinese airlines. So if you add all these together with the fact that the currency is pegged to the US dollar, so you don't have an exchange rate risk, and you have zero taxation throughout, we are presenting a very attractive package to the Chinese investor. But to convey this message in China, you need help. This is why we went to YWJ and we went to QFund, and we are still going after many other people to collaborate with them to spread the message of Dubai and convince them to visit Dubai and invest in Damac.
So what do you think Chinese customers are looking for when they're buying the Damac's properties? Please give me the most important reason for them to choose Damac.
Of course. If we are investing in development of 3 categories, which are one which is branded, and we know that the Chinese investor, they very much like the brands. I've been to some of your best malls in Beijing and Shanghai, and I can tell you they are the best malls in the world from luxury brands. So we are presenting those luxury brands now in real estate, brands like Versace, like Fendi, like Bugatti, like Trump, like Paramount. So this would be an important attraction. But when you invest in 2 categories where the supply is low and the returns as proven by the market are higher, like golf communities and managed real estate, you are actually doing an investment which is supposed to return to you much higher than other investments in the market, and you would be working with a company who would manage the investment for you. So you just sit in Beijing, in Shanghai, or Shenzhen, or any other place, and you expect the return coming to you every single month.
Now Damac is targeting at the Chinese customers, but we're not easy. We have our own specific traditions and concerns. What kind of services can Damac provide to Chinese customers?
Well, if you count today between our real estate company, which is Damac Properties, and our hospitality arm, which is Damac Maison, we have an excess of 100 people who are working for us that come from China. And those people are mandated to produce sales material that caters to the Chinese investor. They are mandated to help us also in presenting the services that usually a Chinese visitor would require. I'll give you some examples. Like in all of the hotels, we serve now the Chinese breakfast, which is a requirement for the Chinese investor. In all of our sales offices for properties, we have Chinese people ready to greet, and not only just to talk to them about Dubai and Damac, we present to them a city tour to see the main attractions of Dubai, because they're still new here, so they want to see the main attraction. And actually, we are working now with many tour operators in China after this visa on arrival scheme to offer something called Visit to Dubai for free. So basically, you book a vacation in Dubai through us. We help you to select the hotel. We help you to select for you the tours, the attractions. And if you come to Dubai, you attend a presentation on real estate and you're convinced to buy from us. We reimburse for you all of your vacation. So you end up making a very good investment and getting a holiday for free.
So as a closing, I believe most of our audiences are also very curious about. So how do you view the Dubai's real property market in the medium run and long run? And do you think it's a good time to invest? Or if not, when will be the best time?
Well, basically, I'm a real estate developer, so no matter what I answer, you're gonna tell me you're biased, but I'm gonna try to give you a neutral answer as much as possible. If you look at the demand parameters for real estate in Dubai, it's a very unique market because you're getting demand from over 100 countries. So this demand, when it is that diversified, always gives a big stability to the market. And at the same time, you have a government that is supporting a lot of activities that usually support real estate development, like facilitating connectivity to Dubai with the Emirates Airlines fleets, with the airports that we have, by adding more into the infrastructure of the country, the roads, the internet, the power, water, environment-friendly drives, putting hospitals, putting metros, putting trains. This always is a big contributor for real estate investment in ensuring that we have one of the most secure countries in the world, which is always a very important driver for an international investor. An international investor would not invest in an area which is not safe. How would they go there? At the same time, by maintaining the zero tax standard, by maintaining that you can get a visa, a residency visa, through the purchase of a property, which will allow you to stay here, send your kids to school, or get the health care that you are looking for in this city with that full services. I think we have one of the best formulas today that can compete with many of the cities that usually the Chinese investor looks after. And we're most probably half the way also in terms of travel.
Thanks for coming, Mr. Ziad. It's a pleasure to have you for today, and we wish you the best success.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you to our
Thank
program.
you.